this video will show you what is it like to land at DFW. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll also show you what is it like to take a flight out of DFW. If you're in any other terminal and you have plenty of time, take the Skylink, come to Terminal D, the international terminal. Better food, more place to sit, and high, wide open ceilings. Oh, baggage claim.
But we don't have any.
And baggage claim. Everything is closed because it is 2 o'clock in the morning, but we'll come back here when things are actually open. I made a video on Gameway, which is a lounge where you can just sit and play games, and I think the one I went to, or the one we went to in LAX, came with some snacks and a drink. Here, I don't see a priority pass sign, but this is Gameway. It's sort of a new age lounge where you can just sit and play games. And these TVs are connected to all the major PlayStation, Xbox. There's a couple of couches coming on the other side, giving us idea that if you want to spend the night at DFW, this is where we come and hang out. I wish they didn't have these armrests. The original plan was to stay, because we were landing at 2 a.m., just stay inside the airport and sleep on here. But then we decided to use some points and book a room at Hyatt Regency. Make sure you come back and check out our full review of the renovated Hyatt Regency at DFW. A 7-Eleven, a Love Shack, Gameway that we just passed by, In Motion, a Sonny's, Brian's Smokehouse, Texas Marketplace, Marshall Russo at gate E12. Look, Einstein Brothers. Even at 2 a.m. inside DFW, the E-Gates 7-Eleven is open. A Coke bottle, $3.10. A bag of chips, about $4 or so. Snacks, $2.59, $2.99. It says $3.10. There's people sleeping here, so we're gonna get out of this section. This is the bubble presented by Coca-Cola. Marshall Russo. This informational hub that they've created is very helpful. We're in the E-Gates. We got off somewhere around here, and this is where Hyatt Regency is, I believe. Alright, so this is the closed Love Shack. I'm hoping the Skylinks are running. That's the loop we are going in. That's the Hyatt Regency. This is where we are. Very cool looking train, right? This is what travel is. A smile looking at planes at 2 a.m. in the morning. Look at the giant airplane propeller on the floor. So now we're in the Sea Gate, 2:41 in the morning. We gotta call them.
Hotel courtesy phone located in the bag claim area to request pickup by the hotel shuttle. Would like to request for a shuttle pickup. We are at Terminal C.
Just called them, looked at the information board. We are going to continue showing you guys the Sea Gate as we head out for Hyatt Regency pickup. The pickup is at gate C33. A little nice area, Chili's over here. Walked all the way to C33, but the exits are closed. The next exit is C26. So if you're coming at night, there's many exits, but a lot of those are closed. So they're not that far, about 5-10 minutes walking. So we're now going back to C26 exit. So we're trying to exit, but all of these exits are closed, right? Please proceed to C15 for the 24-hour exit. So C33, 36, 25, everything is closed. We gotta go to C15. Maybe one of the cons of landing at 2 a.m. is all these exits are closed. 24-hour exit is C15. Look, American Admirals Club. Got a Dunkin' Donuts, a Baskin Robbins, Maggiano's now. Okay, we found the exit, 24-hour exit. A couple of signs, gotta go to the lower level in order to get the courtesy vans to the hotel. I think they left the fan open. We found it. Courtesy vans. We came out of here, I think we're on C11, and they said we gotta go all the way back to C33 in order to find the courtesy bus for Hyatt Regency. We're gonna close this and pick you guys back up 3 days time when we are taking the flight back to New York. So this is a car rental. We are now gonna take a bus to Terminal E because that's where our flight is from. But in this remaining of this episode, we're gonna take you on a tour of both Terminal E and the International Terminal D. There's a sign for the return to bus terminals. After a 7-minute bus ride, we are back at Terminal E. Our plan is to go in, go through security, then take the train to the international side. It's really good to download the DFW app because it shows you at each security checkpoint what is the wait time. So we're heading to E18 because it shows green for TSA pre. Okay, we are through security. It took us about 4 minutes with TSA pre. Now we're going to go to the Skylink up and check out the international terminal. So we're going to turn in by the Taco and Tequila bar, and there is an escalator that takes you to the Skylink.
I think it's very cool that we're able to go to any of the gates, even the international ones, without having to go through security again and again. I think the Skylink is a great way. It's very quick and very easy and convenient. Now there is a tram right here, but this is, I guess, for A and C gates, and the B and D is
this train.
Like this one. So
we're hoping the D gates international. We've gone through security already. We should be able to just go right in. So we are out of the Skylink. We're gonna check if we can enter the international terminal without any security checkpoints. Right, I think we are at the gates. Oh, we're gonna see some, Alia, we're gonna see some heavies like the wide-body international airplanes.
Dear friends.
So we are heading to gates D12 and D17, and then we'll check out the other 18 to 40 gates. Look how wide open space this is. We check out Around the World Experience by Coca-Cola. That's a Canadian vendor strap from 1950. That's from 1960, an Arabic round cooler, a German red square cooler. So Alia's checking out the interactive display. It was created by John S. Pemberton
And served at Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta. Coca-Cola Cooler music box.
The kids are off to that little artwork and maze. Look at that Coca-Cola sculpture, more artwork there. Yeah, look, check out the Around the World Experience by Coca-Cola. They have a Sugarphoria. There's a Subway. There's Chick-fil-A. You want to check out the menu at Chick-fil-A just to see if the airport Chick-fil-A is a little different or not. Let's go check out the menu, Alia. We're going to go check out Whataburger. We found a cart, so we're going to use it for all of our backpacks. Backpack free. Now we're going to go to gate D1. The Centurion Lounge is here. Next to it is Applebee's. We're heading to gates D1 and D10. There's a Bond Shop, Baguettes and Bowls. Look at all those mosaic designs on the floor. You got your Wall Street Journal. We're going to check out the first wide-body plane that we saw. It's an Air France A350 heading to Charles de Gaulle from DFW. Now that we're just hanging out here, let's check out a quick time lapse of the Air France A350 to Charles de Gaulle heading out. Okay, how nice an empty gate looks like. Just come around chill. Now that we have seen the Air France A350 leave, we are gonna go all the way to gate D36, I think. Check out everything. Then hopefully we have about half hour to get some fries from Whataburger. So this is the McDonald's play area. Bunch of vending machines next to gate D5 and D6. Check out this giant mosaic.
So this was D5 to D10 we just discovered. We also saw a flight boarding for Mexico, which was very exciting to look at. But now we're going to head on to D1 to D4.
The last time when we came out here, we didn't come out this far. So right at the end of this long walkway are gates D1 and D4. You pointed out that this new market and bakery coming out has the Just Walk Out technology by Amazon. So you go in, you have your app open, and just walk out. So the arrival from International is up there, and then the departure is from this floor that we are on. So when you come here, that's where you're going to land, walk, you'll see all this nice area, but you can't come here because you have to go through immigration. So if you download the DFW app, you can see who the artists for the mosaics are. I think there's 6 to 10 mosaics around the airport. Love A350s with their raccoon eyes. Tons of places where you can charge your devices. Outlets everywhere. Not so much USBs, but definitely a lot of outlets. Ali, if I remember this correctly, even last time when we were flying to Hawaii on United, the hanging out areas are the D5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I remember that these are the gates that are a little bit less crowded than the other side of this terminal. So again, we're passing by Applebee's and Pinkberry, passing by gate 15 and 16. It seems like we're heading into the more crowded part of the terminal. If I remember this correctly, even 3 years ago or 2 years ago when we went to Hawaii, these gates, like 18 down, were less crowded than 20 up. 20 to 40 were more crowded, and I can see some of that crowd. So now this is gate D20. You can see a different mosaic here. This is called the Flying Saucer Voodoo Ranger, between that nice restaurant and 7-Eleven. This is definitely a nice place to hang out. Alia, did you see this board?
That's very busy. That's almost at par with how busy Atlanta was.
Yeah. Wow. It's impressive.
And this is just one terminal.
Yep.
One thing I do find unusual about this airport is having a 7-Eleven through and through. We saw that at E gates as well and C gates, and now here. I don't think we have seen 7-Eleven at any other airports. If you have, let us know, because I really find it very unusual.
Yeah, and we like 7-Eleven because it reminds us of Tokyo. That was our go-to hangout place late at night.
It's a little fun for kids when we're on vacation. Buying the big gulp from 7-Eleven for kids is our vacation thing.
You got your Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop. Again, you are in Dallas. A Bar Louie, an ice store, Capital One and American Flagship Lounge here, and then more lounges up there. Your Hickory Barbecue on one side and your duty-free shops on the other side.
This feels like an international terminal.
Yeah, it's tricking us because we're heading back to LaGuardia, New York, but it makes me feel like that we are heading to, I don't know,
Dubai or something.
Dubai or Tokyo. Here's your second American Airlines lounge. This is the Admiral's Club next to the Mont Blanc and Longchamp.
You have minutes.
So they do have a Minutes Suite, the Traveler's Retreat, next to the Cantina and the Cantina Laredo. Here is your second opportunity to go and take Skylink. So Skylink stops in 2 places on Terminal D, if I have this correct. So one is Coach, the other one was next to 7-Eleven. Both escalators go up to Skylink. So now that's a second area with a lot of restaurants and shops and stores here. We're going to go all the way to gate D29, make a turn, and continue going to D40. I believe that is a Priority Pass Club up there. Crew, Food and Wine. Oh, we got a wave. Okay, you got your Dickie's Barbecue Pit. Like another corner that is nice and empty. Okay, so they have a huge ad for the DFW Founders Plaza. That's where you can go and do some plane spotting. If you don't know what that is, make sure you come back and check our video. Look how wide open the ceilings are. Okay, up top you see that railing, that glass, that's where the Skylink trains are running. And I was just mentioning, it's so nice to be in an airport that is this wide and open and high. Alright, so we have Starbucks on this side, and then we have In Motion Entertainment, and I think that's the Mexican Tacos Cantina restaurant in the back. Alright, so from the castle you have the cantina, and then let's walk over gates 33 to gate 40. Alright, some memories about to come back. We actually ate at this McDonald's 2 years ago on our way to Hawaii, and we generally don't eat at McDonald's often, but this one had one of the very first Impossible Burgers, and it was really well done. Yeah. But last night we had an Impossible Burger
that was
in Oklahoma, which was fantastic. Make Tucker's. Make sure you check out the shorts on Amazing. Tucker's onion burgers. So you got your McDonald's, your Italian Kitchen, Wolfgang Puck, Univision store. Remember I told you guys that this is a little bit a crowded part of the D gates. The lower the number, the less crowd it is. Anti-ends have used to be our favorite everywhere. But recently, I don't know what happened, they changed their recipe or something.
Past few times we have bought
4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
They weren't as buttery and oily.
It's been dry, yeah.
It's been dry. So this is the range with a lot of cowboy, Texas knickknacks and gifts. I think one of the last shops in this terminal is this World's News and Gifts. So make sure you download the DFW app. Give you a full listing of all the restaurants that you can find in the D terminal and all the other DFW terminals. Okay, look, Kylie Jenner has her own kiosk. Look, if you want to sleep, that's not bad. With some outlets, more sofas, a farmer's fridge. They have some pastas, salads, and then another Fly Refresh Coca-Cola vending machine area. Okay, so here we are at the end of the D gates.
We have B gates on that side.
Yeah.
B1 to B49, and you will have to go up for C gates, which starts from C1 to C39.
So you can actually don't have to take Skylink. You can walk around. It's a lot of walking. We actually did that walking when we came from Grand Hyatt to the international side one time. But you can walk around.
If you like it. Otherwise, Skylink is pretty convenient
and
fast.
Pretty quick, every 2 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to head back Lavazza Coffee. So here's McDonald's. That was the Wolfgang Puck, Michael Kors, Hugo Boss, Brut, Espresso Bar, Toomey. A nice selection of shopping and food. By the way, if you have not seen our behind the scene video on Chick-fil-A and the very first Chick-fil-A in the United States, make sure you hunt for that video on our channel and subscribe. It took us a while to get fries from Chick-fil-A and Whataburger. Now we're looking for 7-Eleven for some drinks. Alright, now I gotta go find where they are. And the flavor is blue. Here we got Chick-fil-A fries, jalapeno ranch. Paid extra for this. Got Whataburger fries, a big gulp. And then, of course, to keep our tradition, got a 7-Eleven pizza. Because I know Isa likes pizza.
Yeah, I love pizza.
And now we're gonna move on to
Round 2.
Round 2, Subway veggie patty footlong. It's gonna be one sloppy meal. We're gonna go chill for another 15 minutes. Our flight got delayed, but another second time. Now it's 7:30 instead of 5:30. Okay, we're gonna go chill. So the carts are not here in the gated area. We just saw one lying around, so we snagged it, and we don't have to walk around with our 30-40 pound backpacks. But it's so awkward. We're the only ones with a cart, but nobody stopped us. Alright, we are saying goodbye to this cart that helped us so much. So now we're gonna head to the E-gates. That's where our Frontier Airlines flight is heading back to New York. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of the D-gates. We're going to take you to the E-gates and show you just a little bit of what the E-gates look like. This is an incredible space to hang out, and one of the benefits of being in DFW is the train that runs post-security. That way you don't have to worry about going through security all over again. Right, on to Skylink. Bye-bye D-gates, Terminal D. Okay, so we just took the train. We met a couple of nice folks there. Bye! From Washington State. So if you guys subscribe, it was nice meeting you. Good luck on your college hunt. We are gonna head down to the E-gate. Alia just pointed out there's a yoga studio here, so let's go check it out. Yep, that's a yoga studio at the E-gates. We have 20 minutes, so we're gonna go show you guys E-gates in daytime, because the start of the video was E-gates at 2 or 3 in the morning. Now we're gonna show you in daytime. E1 and E17 is in this direction. There is a United Club and a baggage claim for 14 and 15. Here's your Fridays to go. And here's your Gameway Lounge by gate E16. Looks pretty cool. Here's Texas Marketplace and InMotion. E15s are the Delta gates with a giant logo. Better sitting area. Now we're hitting E1 to E13. Hit a little bit of crowd. You got a Coca-Cola Fly Refresh station. And here's the Einstein Bagel. That was all closed. And Sunny Brian's Smokehouse. And another 7-Eleven. And now look, you got glass on both sides, so you have sunlight inside the airport. Now we're heading to gate E1 to E11. Here's Marshall Russo. And this is where we took the Skylink at the start of the episode at 3 o'clock in the morning. So now we're going to go a little further and see what else E-gates have to offer. Now here's the Delta Sky Club. This is gate E8 and E9. Look at how big this gate is with the bar at the back. Another InMotion, and the last 7 gates are coming up. Now these couches on the left, that's where a lot of the folks were sleeping at night when we landed at 2-3 a.m. Okay, we got Chick-fil-A and NTN's. So now you guys saw why we headed to the D gates to kill the extra 3 hours. The E gates are fine, but there's more room, high ceilings, better stores, better seating, and just overall a nice atmosphere with international flights than domestic. And we're finally towards the end, the E1 and E2 gates.
Hopefully you got an idea of what DFW D and E gates look like, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you guys in our next one.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Yeah, do you like when the airports are closed at night and just we could...
Yeah,
it is
a very cool feel because it's very peaceful and quiet.
Kids just asked me, what does it mean that this is a Love Shack? I said it's a burger place, kind of like Shake Shack. This is the Love Shack. Going to Mexico City. You wanna head to Mexico City?
No, not right now, but maybe in future someday.
Okay, you got your, I was gonna say your typical, usual Chanel shop. And let's see what else.
Leading up to an event, it's the most exciting time. Looking forward to something, so enjoy it.
So there was a little behind the scene coaching that constantly happened at Kiz and Isa.